Hey guys, today we're back in the kitchen. Thankfully today I'm not cooking, but I do want to show you some of the items I do use to cook that are conductors and insulators. So here we have some pots and pans. These are great examples of both conductors and insulators. Let's look at this pan here. You notice that the pan itself is metal. Metal's a good conductor. A lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, the harder a material is, the better conductor it is. And the reason we want metal for our pan, we want our pans to be good conductors, is we want the heat from the stove. If I turn the stove on, I want the heat from this stove, and the stove is also sort of a metal material. I'm not exactly sure what material the stove is, but it is a harder conductor. So we want the heat from this stove to heat up this pan. And then that way, anything that I put in this pan will get warm with it. So we want a pan that's a good conductor. That's the same with a pot. We want our pots to be good conductors too, because we want whatever's in this pot to be able to heat up with the stove and with the pot. Now, if we look at the handles though, notice the handles are made of plastic. These handles are made of rubber. And these handles are also made of plastic. All three of these handles are good insulators. And think about why we want a good insulator for our handles. Well, we don't want, insulators keep heat from transferring or slow the transferring of heat down. And we don't want heat to transfer from the pan or from the pot to the handle, because we're going to eventually be touching the panel, the handle. And when the handle gets heated up too much, it's going to be too hard for us to touch. So we want a good insulator for our handles of what we're using. It also brings me to this oven mitt. This oven mitt is a great example of a insulator. If we have a very hot stove, sometimes the stove gets up to 400 degrees and I go to touch it, it's going to hurt my hand. But this insulator keeps the heat from transferring from the oven to my hand. So I want to challenge you today to go around your kitchen and think of some good examples of conductors and insulators.